Now, if it seems a little bit more spacious tonight, that's because Robert is not here. Yes, that's right. I'm flying solo tonight. So yeah, Robert decided that it wasn't quite cold enough here in Iowa, so he decided to travel north. He wanted some more of that cold, icy, snowy weather going on. So I wish him well. He might be joining us at some point this evening. So yeah. So if you're new to our channel, please introduce yourself. Let us know who you are and what you're having this evening to drink. Myself, I am having Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum this evening. I thought I'd go back to one of my old time favorites. This right here and that right there kind of points that out. But so, yes, we've got a lot of things to talk about tonight. But most of all, I want to hear from you. I want to talk with you. Just spend a little bit of time here at the bar. And now that Robert's kind of gone, I've got a little bit more elbow room here, and feeling kind of comfortable here. Greg, welcome. Glad you're here. I see Phil. Yep. Hey, how you doing? Doc is standing by. That's awesome. And yeah, Mrs. Doc is in the house as well. That's awesome. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you here. Love to hear what everybody's having to drink this evening. We're just gonna. I think this is usually the point in the show where Robert usually jumps on Facebook. I don't know how to do all the technical stuff. I hope I'm coming over loud and clear. I hope everybody can hear me and see me okay. We do have a few things to talk about tonight. We might call this show a little bit short since my partner's not here this evening. But like I said, he may be joining us at some point in time. He said that he was going to give us a call possibly if his schedule allowed. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see on that. Yes. Doc, I wasn't sure if you were going to be here this evening or not, but yeah. Thank you for making this rum. I really enjoy it a lot. So yeah, we do. So please, again, let me know what you're having in the glass this evening, even if it's a dolphin on the rocks, like Robert likes to say, where that is just ice water, just water and ice. So, so I guess we can go ahead and jump in to some of the news that we found for this evening. We do have. So I've got to read this to you. It says, "Forget Cuba. Filipino rum is set to explode in 2023. From Don Papa and Tanduay to craft brands, Palawan, Blanco, and Kasam, the Southeast Asian country is fermenting a spiritual revolution." So yeah, they are predicting that they're just going to start exploding. And why would that be? Because they're jumping on board the rum train. Everybody's loving the rum right now, so it's a big thing worldwide, and they're no stranger to that as well. They've got a huge domestic market that is growing and expanding. They're predicting a $233 million domestic rum market by 2025. So that is pretty huge for them. Terry's in the house. Welcome, Terry. Glad to have you here. Oh, and the Doc Browns are in Florida. They're enjoying the nice warm weather. I think that's awesome. Yeah, Greg's right. It is snowing again, and it's going to be getting cold. So I'm not really sure why Robert decided to head north. He said something about work, but yeah, I don't know. He's probably on a ski trip. But yeah, so the Filipino rum distillers over there, they're looking at a huge expansion, some huge numbers being tossed out there, and yeah. So that's what we got for that one. How's everyone's week been? Yeah, where is Robert? So yeah, he decided that it wasn't cold enough here. He wanted to head up north where it was just a little bit colder, a little bit more snow, a little bit more ice. He's kind of crazy that way. So I hope he's traveling safe and sound. And has everyone had a chance to check out our latest review that he posted today? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I have not even had a chance to even watch the entire show yet, but but I understand it's pretty good. He was pretty happy with it. So, High Wire Distilling Rye Tawny Port Barrel Aged. High Wire Distilling in Charleston, South Carolina makes a killer agricole rum, but it's only in the Charleston store. Well, that's sad. I mean, they should make that so they can share that with everyone. So we do have a kind of an Iowa-based rum distiller here that is one of our favorite Iowa-based rum distillers because there's not that many, but they do an awesome job, and that's Modern Matriarch. They make a fantastic rum product out there, and the thing that I've always said before is the smaller rum distillers out there that are trying to make a name for themselves, they do such an awesome job because they really care about the product that they're putting out there. So it sounds like that might be another one of those that are a little bit smaller because they're just going to keep it in the Charleston area. I bet it is quite delicious there, Phil. So let's see. And Greg, I saw your post. I saw your post on Facebook, and I thought it was really fantastic. So you've got three rums that you went out and sought out. Really envious on the Kiss one. You're gonna have to let us all know how that turns out. Really interested in that one. I don't know if it's actually a good rum, or if they're just banking on the name and the support of the Kiss band and all this type of stuff that's going to sell the bottles. So it'll be interesting to see your take on that because we have not been able to find that one. So please let us know. Maybe you've already dipped into that a little bit. So yeah, Doc's like, sorry, we've been away. We've been flat out on Florida statewide tasting tour. Yes, I've noticed that on Facebook. So Doc Brown's been traveling up the coastline all over the place of the state of Florida, selling their product and making tastings and all this type of stuff. So getting the good word of their product out there. I hope you've had a good trip. They're going to be hitting Miami and Orlando this weekend. That's awesome. So I wish you well. I hope it all goes very, very well for you. I really do, because you've got a fantastic product. And that's really kind of the key right there. You know, the one thing that Robert and I were talking about is the fact that, you know, so many people they go to the liquor store and they buy those things that they're familiar with. And, you know, all the big name brands or something that's sitting on the shelf, you know, and then you find the clearance. So I recently picked up 7 bottles of a rum that is a very, very good rum. And it was cut down to $10 a bottle. And so I could not pass it up. So I picked it up. I've got quite a supply of it now because I just bought the remainder of what they had. And which I got some funny looks from my wife. You know, when I got home, she wasn't necessarily real happy. She wasn't upset, but she wasn't super happy that I bought their entire stock that they had left. But I wasn't going to leave. I mean, you don't leave good rum on the shelf. You just don't. And, you know, I got to talking with the store manager, and I said, you understand why, you know, there's a problem here of this really exceptional rum not being sold? He said, yes. He said, it's because people don't know about it. And that's where we come in. You know, we're out there, we're trying to help distillers get their name out, get their product in front of people, get some recognition. And we appreciate your help in doing that. You know, let's face it, we wouldn't be doing this type of show if it wasn't for everybody, all of you out there, you know, and we really appreciate you. So John Hasbrook's here from Just Rum. Welcome, John. Glad to have you in the house. one of these days we got to have you stop by the bar. We need to have Doc Brown stop by the bar too, and maybe have a drink or two with us here at the bar. Maybe we could make that a Wednesday night live with some of the distillers. That would be awesome if they actually could join us here at the bar. So I know it's kind of a new year. We got some warmer weather coming up. So I encourage Just Rum and Doc Brown's and some of the other distillers out there that might be interested in joining us here at the bar. Please contact us and let us know. We'll get something worked out. So, Carlos, welcome. Glad to have you here. So, we've got some people joining us a little bit later. And you're probably all wondering, Royer, what's going on? What'd you do with Robert? I didn't do anything with Robert. Robert decided that he had a work thing and he had to travel up north and he was looking forward to the cold weather and all that good stuff. So he's not here this evening. He unfortunately couldn't make it, but he might call in, he might text us, he might join us on the live chat here. I'm not sure what he's got cooking right now, but he is on a work thing. So and I just hope he's traveling safe. So welcome everyone. So we do have a couple of other articles here that I want to touch on. So one here really surprised me. So Casey's is going to be adding as to the alcoholic beverage offering. They are bringing on Myers Rum single barrel. And they're going to be doing this at select locations, primarily in Illinois. But they will also be, from what I understand on the article here, they are also going to be introducing it to select Casey stores down in Des Moines, Iowa. So I've not had the Myers single barrel at this point, and we might have to take a trip down to Des Moines, or maybe over to a spot that we usually go to over in Illinois. And but yes, they had a huge success with some of their whiskeys and their bourbons and stuff, and so they decided to bring on the Myers single barrel. So that I thought that was really interesting that they're going to be doing that, and they do give you a little bit of history here. But so I mean that's pretty cool for Myers and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna do a little catch up here. Rum and Casey's Pizza, yes, Bill. Rum and Casey's Pizza, what could go wrong? I agree. I'm not sure what to think about that, but I wouldn't mind getting the Myers single barrel and give that a try. And while I'm there, maybe I will pick up a pizza because they do make pretty good pizzas. You know, they're not too bad. So Doc is yes, Gene Simmons is a marketing genius. I have not tried it yet, but I will kiss Black Diamond aged rums, $41.99. So yeah, it'll be. I'm anxious to hear how that goes. We've not been able to locate that or find it. If we did, we would definitely be doing that review. I'm just kind of curious if it's really a good rum or if it's just being sold by the name as kind of a gimmick thing. So that'd be interesting to see everyone's spin on that. So Greg, I know you got a bottle. You're gonna have to share with everybody and let us know how that goes. Fred's here. Welcome, Fred. Glad to have you here. I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark, and I'm gonna guess that maybe you're having a little Eldorado 12 this evening. Would be my guess. So let us know. I hope everyone's had a great week so far. Mine's been a little stressful, so I was really looking forward to this evening and just hanging out at the bar with all of you. Fred, that's a sad state, man. So you ran out yesterday. So he's having the Florida Cana for a year. And Doc's letting me know Total Wine has Kiss Black Diamond aged rum, $41.99. I'll get one and share the review. Please do. Please do. So, yes. So I hope everyone's had a good, great week so far. I'm going to tell you right now, this is, like always, the best part of my week. I enjoy hanging out with everyone at the bar here, and we really appreciate you. We really do. Like I said, Robert's not here. He wasn't able to join us, and so it is a little tough. I sympathize with some of our other uh, fellow rum reviewers out there. For example, Paul from Drums and Rums podcast, Nia from My Rum Diaries, and Jami from Ready Set Rum. They typically do these types of things on their own, all by themselves. And, this is my first time flying solo. Robert helped me get it all set up. So I could actually do this. And it is a little harder than what I thought it was going to be, because we don't have the banter going back and forth. So, please check out Paul from Drums and Rums, and Nia from My Rum Diaries, and Jami from Ready Set Rum. They all do a fantastic job on reviews and content, and they again are trying to get the good word out there about some different rums that maybe not normal people are going to hear about all the time. Those of us that are kind of in the rum world and are a little bit more exposed and in tune with those types of things, we know those rums that we're seeking out and trying to find. But so many people, the general population out there, that's our job, is we're trying to educate them. We're trying to help them learn more about these different rums. Boy, we got a lot of things going on here. Mrs. Doc, our youngest, got engaged this past weekend, so we are pretty excited about that. Congratulations. That's awesome. Seriously, that is fantastic. I love hearing about that kind of stuff. Sean, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I know, right? That Sean's stating about Fred. He's out of the El Dorado 12. Yeah. A lot of good congrats there. Terry, I appreciate that. I don't feel like I'm doing great. I feel like there's a lot of dead air, this sort of thing. And I apologize that I'm just flying solo. Again, this is my first time doing this. So I appreciate that. That really does mean a lot to me. I'm trying. It's really hard to hang out at the bar here and just have conversations just kind of out there. But I'm glad that I appreciate the support. I really do, with all of you joining in with the conversations and this type of thing. It really helps me out a lot. It really does. Because let's face it, otherwise, if it wasn't for you, I'd just be down here at the bar talking to myself. Crazy guy, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to catch up here a little bit. So, yeah, a lot of talk about the El Dorado 12. Maybe you need some Stroh 160. I thought about that because Robert and I, we always do a shot before we start doing reviews and before we start going to live. I thought about that and I thought, I better tone that back. So I did a little shot of English Harbor before jumping on here tonight. Another really good rum. There's so many good rums out there. That's the thing that really amazes me so much. There's just it's such a vast world of rums. I have a hard time believing that we have about 90 different variations of rum back here at any given time. When we started this channel, we had no idea that there was even that many rums out there. Our world was very small. And so that's when we got started into this. That's why we really wanted to, we thought, there's a big hole, there's a big gap here that we need to try and help fill and educate people that there's more out there than what there is for Captain and Bacardi and Cruisin and all these other things. Now, speaking of that, I'm going to jump into one of the last stories that I've got put together here. And that is, it sounds kind of fun. So Parrot Bay is putting on, so Parrot Bay Rum invites fans to escape the daily grind on a Bae-Cation. So, and I believe that we can share this link. Robert's going to have to do that. I am not the tech guy. Okay. Sorry, I'm just not. I'm an old guy. I'm not a tech guy. And, but Robert could probably put this out there as a link. So what they're doing is they're having like a contest, and a contest for 2 winners, for a couple that can win this contest. And it's a $5,000 value. And so, and it's running now until February 28th is when the contest is. And me here in Iowa, looking at a picture like, well, let's see if I can get it here. I can't even get it. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Too much glare. Anyhow, there's a parrot, obviously, it's Parrot Bay, and palm trees and the beach and beautiful ocean and coconuts and pineapples, and it looks amazing. Because when I go out here to the white sand beaches of Iowa, and that white stuff is all over the place, gets a little depressing, so I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, maybe we need to enter this contest and see if we could win this trip. So yes, it's I'll read this part. Let's see. 3 winners and their bay will receive a tropical inspired Bae-Cation valued at $5,000, complete with round-trip airfare, accommodations, beachside views, and tasty cocktails. Now, does that sound nice or what? Right? I mean, that's something I would love to do. So, I think we're going to enter that contest. I'm going to talk to Robert, see if we can't get that link posted out there for this contest so everybody can join in and try and win that contest. That would be awesome if somebody in this group won that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, here we go. It's Robert. Robert.
Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, sir. What can I do to help?
I'm excited to be here. I got to tell you, though, I'm a little disappointed. I've reported this account about 4 times since I started watching. First one was just because I feel like there should be 2 people and there's only one. The second time was because you just decided to tell everyone you're not a tech guy when you're clearly the tech guy.
I am not the tech guy.
Definitely the tech guy.
Nope.
Absolutely. Just been promoted.
Wrong. Decline that promotion.
Man, I've been watching. Such a good show.
Yeah.
Everybody in here is amazing. You got such a good crowd.
This is a good show because of the people that are joining us.
Oh my goodness, such amazing people in the comment section. I am just absolutely enjoying it. I only got a chance to jump in for about the last 5 minutes. Unfortunately, a work trip has pulled me out of the state, and so Royer has stepped up and just been absolutely amazing. So if we can get some serious thumbs ups for Royer, just absolutely killing it today. I absolutely appreciate you just coming to bat and stepping up when it's needed. I'm gonna remove my reporting just because of that.
I appreciate that. I do it not for us, but I do it for the rum.
There it is.
Right?
I love it. Well, I don't want to distract you too long. I just wanted to call in and say hello to everybody and a thank you to everybody showing up and a thank you to you for running everything. And I'll be listening here a little bit, but I do have to jump off. I'm currently drinking rum with some work colleagues, and so unfortunately there's bingo going on and I'm not winning, so I'm currently yelling at that rather than listening. So I'm dealing with that problem right now, but I hope you guys have an amazing night. And Roy Air, I'm gonna let you keep killing the show.
You bet. You take care and travel safe, buddy.
Yep. See you later.
Yep. Bye. All right. I'm really glad that he could join in. He was really disappointed that he wasn't able to make it tonight. But yeah, so hopefully he'll be able to help us get that link on there. It would be incredible if somebody from this group actually won that trip. That I think that would be amazing. Again, it's Parrot Bay. It's their Bae-Cation contest. Maybe you can look it up online, and they're running that through February 28th. I'm going to do a little reading here and catch up. Let's see here. Greg, I bought the rums at Del Mesa Liquor online. They had all the Kiss products and have all the Kuleana rums. So yes, if you've not had a chance, please check out our Kuleana rum reviews. That is another rum company that it's amazing. They've got some really good expressions out there. I mean, they're quite delicious. In fact, this one right here is almost gone. So this is going to be one of those top 10 contenders, I'm going to guess, for this year. But it's amazing because, we're just getting started into 2023. And I can't believe all the delicious rums that we've actually had so far. It's just crazy. And some of these are just so delicious. And the Cuban Cowboy, another one. He's got just so smooth. It's unbelievable. And there are just so many good ones. So yeah, Rum Rats that we just aired today, Rum Rats, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more of this. So I understand that we're gonna probably be meeting up with them at Chicago Rum Fest in April. That'll be April 22nd. So if you get a chance and you're in the area, stop into Chicago Rum Fest. I think that'll be a really good time. And hopefully, we'll be able to pick up maybe a little bit more rum there from Rum Rats. So yeah, Greg, thank you very much for that information. Sean, I've been missing Nia's reviews while she's in the middle of a remodeling project. You are correct. So yeah, I haven't checked her reviews out lately. I thought she was going to be back up and running by now, but evidently she's not. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. Well, I often talk to myself, John. Yeah, and sometimes I get a little strange looks, but yeah. Yeah, thanks, Robert, for putting that out there. Let's see. El President anytime. It's just very nice. So yes. So you're at the Just a Tasting Room. That sounds amazing. So we do need to plan a trip out. Sounds like you got that up and running. I know you've got a lot of interesting things going out there that we would love to share with everyone and make that a little bit more well known. Michael's in the house of Resurrection Paranormal. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry Robert's not here tonight. I'm flying solo. He's on a work trip. He's up north, getting a little bit colder than what it is here. Oh yeah, Phil, I love your idea, and I think that would be fantastic. Dr. Stoners and Robert, yes, definitely for him missing the show, I think we absolutely should. So yeah, 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 yeah. Fred, he's out on a work release, and yeah. Let's see. Made the call from jail. Oh, he's gonna love this. He's gonna love it. Uh, yeah, Terry, I agree. He needs to do some snow angels and some Dr. Stoners. I agree. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Angela's, how you doing? Welcome. Yes, I am flying solo tonight. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Haven't heard from you in a while. Glad you could make it. And it sounds like you're all giving Robert some really good tips of how to make it make survive the Black Hawk County jail. So that's great. I'm sure he'll put all that to good use. What's the worst drink you have ever had, and why is it gin? Exactly. I'm I'm not gonna expand on my experience with gin at all. But yes, that yeah, I won't be drinking gin. Okay. Yes. So yes, Robert will be back next week. The both of us will be here next week. He's just gone on a work trip up north. Uh, that's all there is to that. He will be back. Greg, thank you for making me not feel alone because you talk to yourself too. I appreciate that. We have to kind of stick together. Phil, so Highwire does make a gin, and that tastes pretty good too. Thank you for sharing that. Gin is not my thing. Did that a couple of times, and yeah, it's just not my thing. So, but I know that there's a lot of good gins out there, and good vodkas and that type of stuff. But we just kind of make fun of those a little bit here, you know, because after all, it's all about the rum. So with that, I think I'm going to be winding this up here a little bit because otherwise I'll just be sitting down here at the bar, basically by myself drinking and yeah. so so I'm going to probably just end this right here unless anybody else has any questions or comments or anything that they want to share with us. We'll just kind of hang out here for another moment or so as everyone's kind of collecting their thoughts a little bit. Again, I really appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a little tougher, because I'm flying solo, and you know, so I appreciate Robert even more when he's gone. Hmm. Not sure what that means, but I think he will have to do some snow angels, maybe some Dr. Stoners, and maybe a shot of Stro 160 when he's here next week. So just as kind of a penalty for being gone. So yeah. Thank you much, Michael. Appreciate that. And may the raisins be with you too. Yes, I agree, Angela. We definitely I want to stop by the Blum Brothers Distillery in Galena. I've heard about that, and I definitely want to check them out. So when the weather gets a little bit nicer and the roads aren't so tough to travel, I think maybe we'll head up that way and check that out. Because I've never we've stopped up to Galena numerous times, but we've never stopped into the distillery. So we'll have to we'll have to plan on doing that sometime. Oh, Doc, I wear this all the time. I love it. My wife, she's like, "Hey, you got some stains on it. I got a little stain here. You need to get that in the wash." And I'd be like, "But then I won't be able to wear it." So, what then? So, so yes, I love my Doc Brown's hooded sweatshirt. It definitely does keep me warm. I appreciate it. So with that, I'm gonna let everyone go, and I just want to say thank you again very much for joining me this evening. I'm sorry that it's a short night. I'm sorry Robert wasn't here, and I love all of you. And with that, I'm just going to say always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and no rums are harmed during the making of this video. You all take care. Thank you so much.